Hello guys, my name is Paul, and in today's video you are going to be learning how to fetch real-time data using CEX.io crypto API and display real-time data on your FlutterFlow application. So guys, this is the video you have been waiting for. I don't have to say too much. Without further ado, let's get started. Hello guys, welcome back to this amazing tutorial. I have already created a new and blank workspace for our crypto application that we are going to be building. So before we get started, it is important for us to know where to get this crypto API from and how we are going to be integrating it in our FlutterFlow application. So if you haven't learned API integration before, this is an amazing step for you to get started and learning how to connect an API into your FlutterFlow application. So we are going to be visiting the CEX website. So if you haven't visited before, so this is the CEX.io website, whereby you're going to be getting the free API to integrate and fetch real-time data from FlutterFlow. Alright, so for you to get this API, just hit on the product section, hit on trading API. So you need to log in if you haven't logged in. For now, I haven't logged in because I have the API ready. So you are going to be getting this API down below the description for you to also make use of building along with me in this application. So I will jump back to my FlutterFlow app. So what I'm going to be doing at the moment is that I don't want this column. All right, I'm going to be deleting this column, so I don't need it. And also we are going to be turning off save area view because I don't really want it. All right, so the purpose why I'm doing this is that I want to get enough space in order to create a beautiful landing page just like this. A shout out to anybody who has made this beautiful landing page. So I couldn't find the name. A shout out to that person. All right, so jumping back to our FlutterFlow application, what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be adding a container, and also in this container I'm going to be making it an infinite height and also infinite width. Beautiful. So we are going to be adding a gradient background just like this, but bear in mind that I might not put exact background. All right, so jumping back to our FlutterFlow application, so click on the container. So based on the properties, you are going to be finding gradient, right? You are going to be adding a gradient color in our application. So what I'm going to be doing at the moment is that for this primary background, I'm going to be turning it to black. All right, and also for the secondary, I'm going to be turning it to any of this color. All right, so let me find the perfect color for these guys. So I will change it to this. Good, this is what I'm going to be changing it. So probably I'm going to touch the gradient color once more after I've imported my image. So what I'm going to be adding a column. All right, so when adding a column, also I'm going to be adding a rule. So in this rule, what I'm going to be doing is that we are going to be adding this logo and also this icon, just as you can see. So going back to my applications, so what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be adding an icon to this rule. All right, so click here and search for icon. So we are going to be adding an icon. So choose here and search for menu. All right, so I love this one. I'm going to be picking this one, and also I'm going to increase the font size to 30, and also the color should be white. All right, you can choose from this color, but let me just pick a white color from here. Okay, and here I'm going to be adding a text also in this rule. So for me to add a text, I can just simply name it crypto. All right, click on the text here, hello world, and type crypto investment. invest. So guys, I can't come up with a beautiful name, so let's just take this name. All right, so what I'm going to be doing is that on this rule I will take the text to the top, and also for the color of the text I'm going to be changing the color of the text. So I'm going to be changing the color of the text from this to white. Also, I'm going to be increasing the font, and also increase it to probably 50. So 50 is too big, so I'm going to be adding it just like that. So click on the rule, and we are going to be adjusting it to center, like separate it. All right, so from here I'm going to be adding a padding of 20 pixels, a padding of 20 pixels, and also a padding of 20 pixels. Also, I'm going to be making it all round. All right, so that is what you are going to be doing. Okay, so at this moment we are going to be adding this text. All right, so we are going to be adding this text. What I'm going to be doing is come back here on the rule, collapse this, come back to the rule, and also add a text. All right, so in this text we are going to be making the minimum height. So let's scroll down. We are going to be making the minimum. We are going to be making this to be 1, and also letter spacing should be 1. Max line can be 5. All right, so that is what you are going to be doing. All right, so I'm going to be copying this what I have here. Okay, I'm going to like copy it, come back to FlutterFlow, and also paste it here. Okay, and we are going to be changing the background color. That means this text color to be white. After we have changed the color to be white, we are going to be increasing the font size to 500, and also the size is going to be maybe 40. We are going to be changing this font size to be 40. All right, and we are going to be giving it a padding at the top. Padding at the top, let's come, padding at the top should be 20. No, it's too small, so we are going to be giving it 50. Also, I guess guys, this rule should have a padding of maybe 50. All right, push everything down, and also this, let me give it another padding of probably 70. All right, so what I'm going to be doing at the moment is that I'm going to be changing the font family. So I'm going to be choosing Roboto. Going to be looking for a professional font. Let me choose this for now. I don't think if that font is good enough. Open sense. So let me increase this to 50. Can increase it to 50. Okay guys, but you are going to be changing this to 3. Changing it to 6. Is it okay? I think the font size is too much. All right, so can I change this to 5? So yes, you are going to be leaving it at this stage. Okay, so what you are going to be doing at the moment is also add a text, also add this image. Okay, so I think if this is too big, I'm going to be like reducing it. So but for now, let's add the image. We come here and add an image for this. All right, so I'm going to be adding this image, and also I'm going to be making the width of the image to be 100%. All right, to be 100%. So for me to change this image, I will click here and also click on network and click on asset. That simply means we want to upload our own image. I'm going to be uploading this image that you can find it. All right, so our design is beginning to make sense, right? So I think this text is way too big. I'm going to be reducing this text to 40. All right, and also the padding is way too much, so that we will have space to put other things. All right, so I'm going to be adding it. This I'm also going to be reducing the width. The width should be probably 30, so it should make sense like this. All right, so what I'm going to be doing also is that from our design we are working on, we are going to be adding this text. So come down to this column and also add a rule, and this rule we are going to be giving a padding of 20, all right, or a padding of 30 to bring down things. And also on this rule we are going to be adding a text. All right, we are going to be adding a text, drag and drop. All right, so we are going to be copying this. Once again, unlock the power of crypto and take control of your financial future. I'm going to be adding it here. All right, I'm going to be adding it at this place. So also we are going to be changing the background color of this text. So guys, sorry, let me bring down this, change this color. You can change it to white. So change it to white because we want to take control of everything. I can make it at 20, or it is too much. I can make it 15 or 17 depending. And also down at here we are going to be making it 10. Let's make it 10. So guys, what we are going to be doing is that instead of using the rule, we are going to be replacing it with a column, because it will not allow our text to wrap. All right, so that is what you are going to be doing. Come back to this place, and also to the rule we have the text. Yes, I guess this rule we are going to be clicking and say replace widget. We are going to be replacing it with a column. All right, so by doing this you can see exactly what I mean. So we are going to be clicking back on the text, and here we are going to be like removing the line height. All right, and also we are going to be pushing I think is okay, we are going to be reducing the font of the crypto application. So we are going to be reducing the font to maybe 15. I don't think if 15 is okay. We are going to be okay, let's make it 12. 12 is too small. We are going to be making it to be 14. So I guess this will be good. All right, I guess this will be good. So but I'm feeling like okay, you are going to make it is already justified. No, that is not good enough. So I think left is good. All right, so you can see how beautiful our crypto application is, and we are going to be creating this get started button. All right, so by doing that, what we are going to be doing is that we are going to be adding a container. Okay, we are going to be adding a container to this here. So by adding the container, we are going to be making the width of this container to be infinite. All right, and also we are going to be changing the height of the container. All right, maybe we are going to be giving it a height of 30. No, 30 is too. We are going to be giving it a height of 50. So also we are going to be like working on the border. So we are going to be working on the border. So if you watch here, you can find we have a border. So we are going to be adding a border color. So maybe I'm going to be taking this, okay, to be the border color. And also we are going to be like giving a border radius of maybe 20 to this. And also we are going to be removing the background, we are going to be making it transparent. All right, we don't really want that. Nevertheless, what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be giving it a padding top of 50. All right, or a padding top of 70. I think the padding is too small, so let's push it downward here. All right, I'm going to be adding a text in our container, so click on this and also add a text which is get started. All right, I'm going to be pasting it. So come down. Also, I'm going to be giving it a color of white. All right, we have given it a color of white. What I'm going to be doing is to increase the font size. We are going to be making it 30. I think this 30 is too big, and I'm going to be making it 500. I think 500 is also too small for this, so 800, yeah, that is okay for me. And also, I'm going to be changing the font family. I'm going to be making it open sans. All right, so that font is not good at all. So what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be leaving it at Roboto. Okay, click on the container, come down to this section and make it to align. All right, make it to align at the center. So I think that is good for now, guys. So, but I don't really like the way this button is. I think it's not too catchy. That means it's not too beautiful. So click back on the container. So I'm going to be removing the border color, and I will come back to here. We are going to be adding a gradient to this. So also I'm going to be making this black, little bit black, not that much. I'm going to be making it black, and also here I'm going to be adding this color. All right, so let me look for amazing color. So I'm going to be adding this color. Yeah, that makes our application to be way more beautiful. Also, I'm going to be increasing this text. Let me increase this text to probably 15 or 16, so it makes more sense more. And also, I guess this container, I'm going to be reducing the padding. The padding is way too much. I'm going to be saying 90. All right, no, it's let me leave it to 80. All right, yeah. So this is the landing page of our application. We're going to be adding an action to this button, so that whenever a user click on this button, you are going to be navigating to another section of the mobile app. All right, so I name it feature, and guys, I've already created this screen offline. The reason why I did this is that I want the video to be short and also want it to be more engaging to anyone who is watching this video, so that it will not be pretty long. All right, so you can do this for yourself by watching at the UI of this application. It can take you up to 10 minutes to do. It's not something that is hard. All right, so coming back to the home page, I'm going to be adding a navigation, so that whenever a user click on the button, it navigates to the future page. Right, you are going to be making use of what is called the action flow editor. All right, you are going to be choosing the trigger which is on top, and whenever a user tap on the button, you are going to be navigating to the future. Okay, so that is it. It is as simple as that. And also we are going to be doing the same because we don't have much screen, and whenever a user click on this button, also it will take back the user to the home page. So this is it, my guys, and what we are going to be doing at the moment is that we are going to be doing our API call. Right, we are going to be querying the API and displaying the data, right, the real-time data here. So coming back to our API call, so I've added this API. So I have the API. You are going to get this API down below the description if you are watching this video. All right, so you can name this whatever you will choose. I choose to name it CEX API. All right, so we are going to be making a test to this API. I want to make use of that particular API. So once we make a call to this API, you see the response is 200, showing that our call to this API is successful, and we have some data that is being returned, like the low, the high, the last, the pair, and the price change percentage, right? So what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be using some of these JSON parts, right? So to our API, so I'm going to be adding the pair value and also the percentage rate, and I will be adding the high, yes, the high, and also I'm going to be adding the low. So that is what I'm going to be doing. Anything we want else, we will come back and add it to this page. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to call this pair and also percentage rate. That's what I'm going to be calling it. So I'm going to see this one is going to be high, and also this one is going to be low. All right, so this is what we really will need at the moment. So I'm going to be saving this API call because it is very, very important for us to save it. And let's go back to here. So I'm going to test this application. I want it to be running locally before we will come in and test the application. So what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be doing what is called a query. You are going to be querying our API. All right, so if you are doing query for Firebase, then it's also the same method. So you can see at this we are going to be adding a query, right? So we are going to be querying our backend. So click on this icon, add a query. We are not going to be doing what is called a query collection, a document from a reference. So we are going to be doing what is called an API call, right? Which is the CX API that we have created. And also we are going to be all right. I'm so sorry about that. So we are going to come back and say API. So we want to say API call, and we are going to confirm. All right, so it is as simple as that for you to make an API call. All right, so we are going to be choosing these data. So I'm going to click at the percentage rate. All right, so I will click here, and what I'm going to be doing is that, so you see the API response, right? We are going to be clicking on this API response, and we are going to be choosing which parts, which is this percentage rate. All right, so we are going to be choosing that, and also we can add a default value for that. So instead of me to do this, you know that we have the 30, right? Or we also have the percentage rate. So what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be using what is called a combined test. All right, so first of all, I'm going to come back to the API, so and also choose our API percentage. All right, and I'm going to be adding one more. So I'm going to be adding our percentage, and also I'm going to be adding the rate. All right, I'm going to say rate. So we are going to confirm this. Okay, you saw that. So also I'm going to choose the low, and we are going to be doing exactly the same thing. Combine test. So I have my low, and also I'm going to be adding another one. Hereby I'm going to be adding the dollar. Sorry, instead of percentage, we are going to be adding the dollar. And also we are going to be choosing from our API response, we are going to be choosing low. All right, so guys, this is it. It is as simple as possible. So click on the high value. All right, click here, and also click on combine test. So we are going to be adding a hit. All right, hit, to show that this is a high value. We are going to be also adding a dollar rate, and also we are going to click here and also get in the high value. All right, so it is as simple as that. So you're going to be clicking on this BTC USD because that is the pair. You click here and also come back to the API response, and click the pair. All right, so we are going to be giving it a default value. All right, so we are going to be saying let me just use the word BTC USD. All right, so we are going to be confirming. All right, it is as simple as this. All right, guys, so when I test my application, you will see that we are going to be like getting this real-time data from the CX API, and that is how to display, like to fetch a real-time data from an external website and adding it in your FlutterFlow application. Alright guys, our application have loaded, so I'm going to like reduce the zoom, and when we click on this button, guys, as you can see, we are getting the real-time data from the API itself. So as for today, Bitcoin is at the rate of 68,000. All right, it's at the rate of 68,000. So what we are going to be doing is that we are going to be implementing same strategy and same step that we use for Bitcoin to Ethereum and also to Solana. All right, so I'm going to be showing you one more step and you can implement this on your own. Just as I said, I want to keep this video as short as possible. So what I'm going to be doing is that I'm also going to be getting the API once more. So click on our API section, click copy this and also add another API, right? So we are going to be saying ETH, that is for Ethereum. ETH for Ethereum. You are going to be pasting this and also say ETH, that is for Ethereum. So come back to the response test and also test this application once more. You see that we got the data once more. All right, so we are going to be saving same data as just as we did previously. I'm going to be saving the pair, I'm going to be saving the percentage right, I'm also going to be saving the high and also the low. And also, if you want to save the last, I can save the last. So I'm going to show you where I will implement this. All right, so coming back to this place, we are also going to be doing a query. We are going to be querying the backend once more. All right, so click here and also click on the API call. We are going to be like, oh my goodness, sorry, I did not save our API. So so this is the API, so add API call. So what we are going to be doing once, sorry to say, I did not save this, so I'm going to be saving this as last, and I'm going to be saving it as low, high, percent. Let me keep it like this, and also pair. So pair, and also we are going to be adding this API call, right? Sorry for that, I'm too fast because I want to make this video as short as possible. So we are coming back to this API call API, and we are going to be querying the Ethereum, right? I'm going to hit the confirm. Okay, so what I'm going to do is as the same thing as we did previously. I'm going to click here and also click on the combine test. So first of all, I'm going to be like adding it from our Ethereum response. I'm going to be saying percentage, and I will click and also add my percentage sign and also add the rate, right? That is it, as simple as that. So I'm going to do same thing, combine text. Also I'm going to say low. All right, I'm going to add I'm going to be adding a dollar percentage because it is money, right? And also I'm going to be getting the lowest value from here. All right, so that is it, guys. So confirm. We are going to be doing the same thing here because that is the amount. combine tests. So we are going to be saying hi, we are going to be adding hi, and also we are going to be adding our dollar, and we are going to be adding it from the dynamic data that is coming from the backend, right? That is from our API, right? So that is what I'm going to be doing, guys. So at this point, I'm going to be using this one to say, okay, I want to use this one for the last value. All right. So I'm going to be choosing here from the last value. So that is it. Just add a default text, add last, right? So we are going to be doing this for the pair. All right. So it is as simple as this. Come here, come back to your response and say we are going to be choosing from pair. All right. So add a default value of pair and confirm, guys. So this is it, my friends. It is as simple as that. So I already have a section running. Instead, let me instantly reload the section and let's get to work. Let's see how our application is going. All right. So I'm trying to keep this as fast as possible. So our application have loaded. So let me click on get started. So immediately we are going to be fetching our real-time data, right? These data are not static. They are coming from the API that we have called, all right? But for the one of Solana, I'm going to leave it for you guys to handle that, all right? So guys, this is the end of this video, and you can start integrating any types of API into your FlutterFlow application. So if you love this video, don't forget to hit on the subscription button, share this video with your friends so that I'll be able to create more amazing videos just like this in the future. So thank you guys, I love you and have a good day.